Today I've got a supercharged 5.7 with me. Pretty much the same setup as mine, but me and Nate traded cars for the week, so it's gonna be my new whip for a bit. So it's got the SRT8 front bumper on it, V-Land headlights, and then of course it's got the 2.4 liter Hellcat supercharger with a big leg maker intake to make sure the wine's loud. The setup's pretty similar to mine, but we're on completely different boost levels. So this car really proved me wrong. This car is seeing up to 17 pounds of boost on a stock SB 5.7, so that's pretty crazy. I think it averages out at about 10 or 12, give or take. That's what he usually pushes on. But this thing's on a E85 and 93 mix, so that definitely helps keep the cylinders all cooled down. But yeah, this thing's a beast. I've been whipping it for the day and went on some rides, did some pulls. It's pretty sweet. We're gonna take a trip to the inside. I can go over the boost controller and shit like that needed for the setup. So up here we've got the AFR gauge, and then come right down here we've got the smooth boost controller. And then other than that, this interior is pretty stock. You would never really know until you just take a peek over here. But with this, I can turn the boost all the way off, or I think I can turn it up to all the way up to 20 pounds. So that thing's pretty neat. And then we're gonna show the exhaust setup, and I'll show y'all how it sounds. So this thing's actually on dumps. I think it's cut off to about like exactly right here. So it's pretty loud, even in the cabin and all that. And actually this weekend he picked up a new drag pack. So we've got some Race Star skinnies in the front, matched up with these big tires in the back. These things are no joke. You will not spin at all. Like, I have no problem spinning now. This thing's pretty scary on these. It just hooks and goes. But we're gonna start the car up, get a video of the exhaust setup, and just pretty much go from there. All right, we're gonna fire this thing up. I'll let y'all hear how it sounds with the dumps on there. So as you guys can see, this thing sounds pretty crazy. Didn't get fully into the chop yet, but I mean, it's a semi-cold start. This thing does a pretty big cam, like it shakes the car and all that. But now we're gonna get into what you guys probably really want to see. What does this thing sound like on a 5.7? So I'm gonna start it up, give y'all some revs. The whine is pretty loud, even with this car being dumped. I think a lot of the exhaust note takes over, but you can definitely still hear this thing. This thing's a beast, and glad I got to show y'all this today. I'll be back with my car by the end of the week, so we'll compare the two and make sure to get some content in. But until next time.